Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these 2 running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run in between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And that one could serve a lot of purposes. You knock all the butterflies out, you get your first completion.
Yeah, and I agree. You know, the first completion, you get hit, and I always loved it as a player on the first drive to when you got hit, you got that out of the way, you get the butterflies out of the way, and then you kind of settle and you realize, all right, this is just football. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and in 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. And the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
The official says no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will take the field for the first time. They thought it was worth the risk to try that 58-yard field goal, but now they put their defense in a tough spot. 1st and 10 from the 41. Got his man quickly.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Gets it out fast. Oh, what a move. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Sooners are rolling down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's caught. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this.
The Snake scores it. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner Schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field, finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Oh, they're after him. Finds his big tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Send the tight end in motion. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
After that last completion, it's second down. Back to pass. Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Buffaloes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Bucks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Extra point here will tie the game.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football in that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like C.D. Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood.
Lots of running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 7 over Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third.
Right down the middle. Creates a little room. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it up to 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Inside, touchdown, Colorado. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking for a deep man. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
Man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Caught in the backfield. It's Vincent. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Takes a handoff. It's Everett. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Now the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Works his way to the 4-yard line. First and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. No
Touchdown, Bucks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the hands because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built...
There he goes! He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And wings it incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Throws to the wideout. By himself, he makes the grab. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
All kinds of time before he fires right. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up. And make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Thanks to grab. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Sooners come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab on the left. Turns it on at midfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming in. And he's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Back open in the middle.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man covered. Is the linebacker going chasing? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my...
He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. That pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Camarda. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Ripping off the big play. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job. Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're hoping for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. first down. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Give to the running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 15 to TCU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got his man downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. and throws off the RPO. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. And he'll pick up the first down, but he... drilled on that tackle.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
My goodness, dude, that is close to 500 yards. Most people can't do that on air. Most people can't do that in a video game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. We saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too.
Touchdown, Colorado! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We've got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
It's complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Let it rip, young fella. I mean, closing in on 450 yards, throwing the ball early and often with a lot of success.
Quickly complete.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Worked its way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter. Minute and a half to go here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're working that left side. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move.
Turning it on. Powers through. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. The Sooners have moved it inside the 20. Here's the handoff. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Go straight ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
To the ground with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And on second down for this offense. He'll try it again. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bucks! And with that, they move out front.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
And they are looking to pull even with a touch. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. On the ground, it's Everett. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quick strike complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws, they're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now they take the lead.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through and take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football.
The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the 4th. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Gets open down the middle. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
He had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The lone back's got it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
We've seen this guy come up with some huge throws in this game, and already on the drive, he's thrown a couple of completions. He's got them in a rhythm. This team believes they're going to win this game because of this guy playing the quarterback position.
And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And this throw is incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. to pass, and he's got to make a play. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Pulls it in. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game.